Most people are out here collecting AI tools like trading cards and wondering why nothing's making money for them. This week in office hours, we broke down the actual system, the architecture, the business models, and the one rule that changes everything about how you sell what you build. If you're building with AI and you still don't have a system running for yourself, stay for this one. Let's start with the most important thing we talked about this week, the rule of one. Before you go out and start building things for clients, before you sell a lead generation funnel to a business owner, you need to have one running for yourself first. You can't consult on efficiency if your own systems are bloated. You can't sell a lead gen funnel if your own calendar is empty. A working system does two things for you. First, it captures and qualifies your prospects on autopilot. Second, it becomes the ultimate proof of concept. When you're sitting across from a high-ticket buyer, you can talk about it because you're doing it. You are your first testimonial. I use it. It works for me. Here's how many leads I get every week. That's more powerful than any pitch deck. And this ties directly into confidence. When somebody asks you, what do you do? That answer needs to roll off of your tongue, just one line. No stuttering, no rambling, no, well, I kind of do this and that. If they walk away confused, that's on you. Write it down. Put it above your monitor. Say it in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. After 2 weeks, you won't need the paper because it'll be imprinted on your brain. Your immediate directive is simple. Deploy your own landing page. Embed your own agent. Connect your own database. Prove your own model. Do it for yourself first, then go do it for someone else. Now let me show you the framework, the 5-step start. This is the architecture that I use on every single build. Step 1, the hero section integration. I embed the agent directly onto a dedicated landing page. I put some text up on top and the agent right there in the hero section where people can engage with it immediately. Step 2, conversational capture. Deploy the agent that's programmed to naturally collect user data. Name, email, phone number. The conversation and the data collected happen in one flow. It feels natural, it's interactive, it's not like filling out a boring form. But you could use a form if you wanted to. Step 3 is custom field storage. However you're getting that data, you've got to save it somewhere so that it can be manipulated in other places. Step 4, the vault. You're going to push all of those custom field variables into a centralized Google Sheet CRM. That's where the power comes from. And then step 5 is your automated engagement. You trigger a drip campaign directly from the database entry. You do email follow-ups, retargeting, notifications. The machine does the work. Same stack, every build, repeat it, scale it. Now on the front end, you want this to look good. And for me, I like having the agent embedded right here in the hero section of the landing page. That way the agent is there on the landing page supporting all of the copy and the social proof, and it keeps the user grounded. They know where they are and they know what they're looking at. And design it for mobile first. Put the agent in a phone container if you can and bound it so that it doesn't bleed off the screen or have ugly sliding frames. It should feel like a frictionless contact form disguised as a dynamic conversation. You can also do this as a pop-up, a larger iframe section halfway down the page, or even a voice agent. Whichever way you prefer, but have it embedded and working as part of the whole system. On the back end, Google Sheets is the ultimate frictionless CRM. Instead of routing the data through the clunky webhooks and external CRMs, you can send the data instantly and natively directly to Google Sheets. No middleware, no third-party spaghetti, and the sheets just aren't for storage. The sheets can be an active parser. You can manipulate the data and separate it, sort it, push it to other Google products seamlessly. If you use app scripts, you can do all of this without ever touching the third-party tool. This is where it gets clean. You can ditch Zapier, you can ditch Make, You can code directly at the source. So by writing the Google Apps script directly on the sheet, I can bypass third-party automation platforms entirely. Zero API looping, zero middleware costs, and an app script natively reads the sync data, processes it into the custom fields, and it can push that information wherever I need it to go. To my calendar, to an email, to another sheet, all inside that Google world. That takes away the bloat. It takes away all that spaghetti nonsense and gives you the path of least resistance. Now, a quick warning. When you let the LLM design your workflow, they're going to default to a bloated, token-burning architecture. At least Claude does. I've seen it firsthand. Instead of writing the direct code, the model sometimes wants to route everything through third-party webhooks. And then there's a bunch of redundant database entries, maxed out tokens, and just a mess that you have to untangle. So for me, the fix is the path of least resistance, bypassing as many third-party platforms as I can and coding directly in the source. A real-world example. I had the same task that I tried on Claude, Sonnet, and ChatGPT. And Claude generated 80 individual tool calls. It over-engineered everything. It was routing everything to third-party apps. It was trying to loop webhooks and defaulting to make, and it just burned through my tokens so fast that I got locked out in like 20 minutes. And so I took it over to ChatGPT and did the exact same workflow, and it only took like 8 tool calls. And it wrote the native app script for me, and it was done in like 10 minutes. So test your models. They don't approach things the same way, even if they have the same capabilities. Pay attention to the token usage and the outputs. Then you'll learn which one that you want to reach for, depending on what you're building. Now, let's talk about the fun stuff, the media engine. MCP turns a single prompt into a full production studio. The content generator in the platform has like 16 or 18 tools now. And they just added HeyGen so you can do avatars. Claude with MCP goes in there, picks the right tool for the job, and then generates your images or videos, music, voice, whatever you need. Then it merges all of those pieces that it created together into a single cohesive asset. Now, this shows Runway Sea Dance, which isn't in our content generator yet. Don't know if it ever will be, but we have several different video models in there and image generators and voice generation, 11 Labs for voice and sound, Gemini and Grok for visual assets, and then the merge protocol that's in there stitches everything into one place. So try it out, and I think it'll surprise you. But there's a catch. Your prompting has to be dialed in. If you just say, my brand colors are gold and black, you're going to get flat bumblebee, like cartoon images, like you see on the left. The models see gold, and they give you flat yellow. They see black, and they give you pitch black. It's cheap, and it's cartoonish. But if you build a real brand skill with specific hex codes and gradient mix ratios and lighting physics and movement terms, now you're getting that polished metallic output, or whatever your brand look and feel is. So the brand kit skill is what closes the gap. The LLMs don't produce premium visuals by default, so your prompting is what's going to make it happen, to make it look super cool. And that takes some practice. But now that you have the architecture, the basic parts of the system, let's talk about making money with it. There are 3 distinct paths that we talked about, and they require entirely different fulfillment engines. Don't mix them. Identify your ideal client and build the exact product that they need. So here's the matrix. Path 1, this is your passive income, your do-it-yourselfers. You're going to target builders who want to build and own their own tools. You get them signed up through your referral link, or if you're on white label, sign them up on your platform, and you earn a monthly recurring commission. Set them up on a lead gen page with a 3-minute demo video and just let it run. That's who you're prospecting. Hands-off, fulfillment, pure MRR. Path 2 is where you start to build templates and other digital assets so that those do-it-yourselfers can buy them from you. You can sell them outright, or you can bundle them with workshops, or offer discounts to people who use your referral link. That creates an incentive and feeds path 1. Path 3 is the done for you services. This can be your high ticket path. You're going to customize platforms and build for business owners who just want the result. It's more hands-on, it's client relationships, but it's more revenue per deal. So pick one, get it running, then expand it. One of the cool things that we got into this week, we were all talking about the different ways that we approach these monetization paths. And Charles showed us his version of automating his high-ticket sales pitch. So step 1 is the intake. He's got a page, the prospect hits his landing page, fills out a form with their name, industry, brand colors, and they put an inspirational URL of a website that they like the look of, because his service is creating a landing page and an agent for them. So step 2 is the automation. That data flows to a Google Sheet, and it immediately triggers an alert to Charles. So now Charles takes that information and feeds that data into a proprietary skill that he wrote, and then that skill autonomously builds a fully functional, personalized mock-up of the target site that he could build for that customer and sends it right back to the prospect. So before he's even had a phone call, they're already looking at what he could build for them. And that's how you close deals. You show, don't tell. And here is how it all connects. Your 5-step stack is the foundation, the architecture that reduces the cost. Google Sheets and app scripts eliminate the bloat and maximize your margins. Your media engine drives the acquisition, the wow factor that converts cold traffic into leads. And your monetization tiers dictate how you scale. Passive subscriptions, template sales, or high-ticket custom builds. Set it up, get it running for yourself, prove it works, then scale it. This is the kind of stuff we dig into every week in office hours. Strategy, build-outs, demos, real talk about what's working and what's not. So if you're interested in this, come join us. We'd love to have you, and I'll see you in the next one.